Okay. The Torah now turns to the laws regarding ritual defilement caused by bodily discharges. The first of these is discussed in u- urethral discharges in men. Urethral. Okay, well, Zion. Anyways, good to see you all. Happy you're able to join.
Hi, Rabbi Isaac.
Hello. What's up? What's
Nice to
up? Oh,
see
you
you.
guys are here. You guys are local. We actually have to discuss and plan a Shabbos thing if we're gonna do that. And looking forward to hear how everybody's thoughts. What you guys think? What's about what we're about to read, as well as what's going on. How's the Pesach thing going? The Pesach, whatever it's called. I heard that you just did it for my kids. My kids were just there. I'll hear a report soon. How you guys did. What else is on my mind? Yeah, I've been working on trying to define the benefits of FiveAlive and what is FiveAlive. What is it? What is it? What do we do different? Um, so there's one benefit that I've been discussing for a long time, which is something that sticks out in my mind, is that it can take years to get different perspectives on the same concept, and by learning together, it literally takes a few minutes in order to get the same results. Okay, on to the next person, Yossi. Just on time. Your turn.
Hey Isaac, I don't know. It just took me a few minutes to get on. Something was wrong with when I clicked the link on one account, whatever. So I just had to use a different account. Good morning, Isaac. How are you doing? I need to see you. It's weird not being part of the people and sitting next to you. It's weird. Now I'm sitting in a stupid room, sitting by myself with Isaac. How you doing? Sid, smile. um. Yeah. What are we talking about? Mm, oh, we're talking whatever.
It's there on
Isaac,
one of the things. I shared.
uh,
I shared the screen.
this is about oh it's talking about masturbation. Jacking off. I did that last night. um, yeah, Isaac, it's really annoying not to be near here next to you. Uh, yeah, smile. I was waiting for this link for 17 hours, but yeah, Yoska, you're amazing. I should maybe we'll see each other someday this week. And Shalom,
Thank you,
get a
Yossi.
life.
Rabbi Yaska. Go ahead.
Rev Yoska. And Naftnayach, you're amazing.
Okay. I like what. Hello, everybody. Shalom, everybody. I'm the first day. Today. I started doing File Alive a little bit. I had a little issues. I didn't feel so strong. So I want to tell you something. I was doing Five Alive. So I should speak about masturbation and jerking off, like you said. But I think it goes about everything. Everything you regret what you do something and you regret it. It's a waste of sperm, a waste of energy, a waste of strength. So I don't think the reason I'm saying it, I respond to Yosef when it doesn't feel don't make an issue of stuff. So I'm joining FiveAlive because I feel that's what I am now. That's what counts. That doesn't mean nothing. I took everything of my life, what's me, my existence, and I make reality. This is God's reality. What I'm doing now. So I'm making from a conversation, from a problem, I make it an issue. Look, it's funny. I can say this thing for a problem because some people are going to come on this show because they feel down a little bit, and this is the main thing. This means they're not down. This is the biggest up you have in your life. So some people feel good with themselves. They do anything wrong when they're not coming to learn. Okay.
Thank you, Rabbi Yaska. Shalom.
Shulem.
Thank you, Yossi. I really appreciated you opening up that conversation. Oh no, the Islanders won yesterday. It's a good one. Oh wow, he just left. Um, Ooh, just a question. Like we're always oh no, joined again. Always like talking about God, like constantly, and like there's reasons for that, but I feel like it's sort of detrimental, like to always be doing it, because it's like you think so much about it that it doesn't really like do anything for you. I don't know. It's like always thinking about like anything. Just doesn't really work. Um, yeah, the plays were really good. Best actor out there. This guy,
Am I the best actor?
best actor.
Thanks, bro. I'm the best actor. This
All right.
FiveAlive?
Yeah. All right, Noah's gonna take.
All right, no, go ahead.
Is there a specific topic about this meeting, or it's just a minute of talking?
Yeah, there's the text on the screen there if you want.
You can talk about whatever you want. Cool. So basically, we just finished Matza Factory, and it was a really fun time. We probably put on a play for like at least a couple, like maybe 1,000 kids, maybe more, and it was like a really cool experience. And I'm kind of sad that now it's over because I had a really great time doing it. But I was probably the best actor in that play. All cards on the table. I really think I rocked it. So here's Rafi to tell you how he was. Rafi was the second best.
Okay, what's up? I'm gonna say Joseph David was the best actor, hands down. He died the best.
He did die. He did die the best.
But yeah, it was a cool experience. Don't know if I would do it again, but it was definitely cool. And yeah, I want to wish everyone just have a wonderful day. Nice to see you, Yaska. I broke this once again.
Okay, Asher Koya. Koya, it is your turn. Still there? Nayak, you there? Oh, Shalom. Shmuley, are you speaking? You gotta take yourself off mute, Shmuley, if you're speaking. Shmuel Barokas. Barokas. Okay, let's try it from here. So, Shalom, if I finish by you, I don't know if Shmuel Barokas wanted to speak, but we're holding Noach Naftali would speak now. But he's not here. So, Avi! Hi! Your turn, go ahead.
Hello, who did I cut off? Sorry. Yo, what's up, everyone? Good morning. Okay. If I talk about anything, I'm not disrupting the context because for me, there is no context. So, just gonna say hi. Let things roll. Okay, pass. Good to see you guys.
Okay, Yashikach. I guess that'll be my turn. To overcome and be purified, if a man has a discharge from his reproductive organ, Leviticus 15:2. Oh, sorry about that. So, Shalom, we started thinking about God, and then like discussing God, and then he said too much of it is not good. I'm not 100% sure what we're speaking about anymore. We're speaking about the conversation that you thanked Yossi for starting, or are you talking about that thinking about God is too much is no good? I wonder if anybody has that problem, thinks about God too much. Interesting. I don't have that problem, unfortunately. Um, Yossi, I want to hear your thoughts about what we're reading. I want to hear your thoughts about it. I don't know why I'm sorry to hear about what you shared. But that I believe that you have the power to live the life that you want to live. And so do I. I also do. So that's a good thing. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out what's the best setup here. So, Baruch Hashem. Okay. Yossi, go ahead. Unless Nayach is there. Nayach, you there now? He keeps on getting
Isaac.
frozen. Okay, Yossi, go ahead. Yeah.
Pass.
Rabbi Yossi.
Spoke about Sholom's. So, if you're allowed to speak to me about what's worth to speak about God, this is a good question. If you do exercise now, it's funny. Just one thing I want to tell you. Something hit me in my brain. Always, when you do something, you want to do something else. That's the problem. It's not a matter why you speak about God or anybody. Now you want to do exercise. When you learn, you want to when you do exercise, you want to learn. So when you say why you speak about God now, when one speaks about it, I'm telling you, when you don't speak about God, why you say why you don't speak about God? And that's crazy. Our body gets crazy. Whatever I do, I want to do something else. So Yosef, you should know one thing. Whatever we do now, we see Reb Tzvi over here. Tell me, it's not the best time over here to be over here. Tell me what you have better. So it's crazy what that. So what's the bodies about? What I'm doing over here? On the whole thing, what I learned, whole chassidus, what I learned, just to be a mensch, to do what I have to do. You believe it? So if people can do the same thing what I do, speaking the same thing of me, and they are nothing. This is it's just for me to make me realize, even looks like it's nothing,
Thank
it's
you.
something. Wow, thank you.
Reb Tzvi, go ahead.
I'm not sure what you mean by go ahead. Should I read the Daily Wisdom? Is that it?
You could go ahead with the reading, the first paragraph, even if right? The first paragraph that starts off even. You do that. Or you could just speak. It's your time. You got another minute.
Okay, so I'm here. Ready? Even if a non-seminal discharge,
It's not fair. It's half a minute stolen from sleep.
even if a non-seminal discharge issues from a man's body against his will, it can, in certain cases, render him ritually defiled. This is so because even inadvertent discharges are caused by improper attitudes that a man willfully adopted. Similarly, if a person immerses his thoughts repeatedly in negative notions, negativity influences him against his will.
Hold on.
Nevertheless,
Just one paragraph for Tzvi. Just one paragraph. Shkach.
I don't know. I did the Chumash today. I had no idea it had any relevance. So I'm happy I'm learning the daily wisdom now. And it's good to be amongst such good people. And yeah, I don't know how much time I have. So maybe Rabbi Isaac, you'll wave to me when I'm over. Mashiach should come right now. We're holding by miracles. Nissan, I want to see God take over. I don't want to play a part. I want God to play a part.
Perfect. And yes, I agree with Rivyaska. You got too little time, so hopefully you'll stick around. Shalom, go ahead.
Hello, my name is Shalom. What's up? Oh, I just need to get my bag. Well, basically, yeah. So we just finished the matzah factory situation. I did it for 3 days. I feel like I'd done it for like a month, but I was surprised because basically yeah, whatever. It ended up being really, really good. I got like a little something extra from the guy, and I was very like I was treated very well, and I was happy with doing it even for that little bit of time I did. I didn't end up acting, but it was a good experience. Yeah, pass or my time is done, whichever comes first.
Noach Naftali, are you there? Oh man. Go ahead, Noach, your turn. Go. I don't know what's wrong with this thingamajiggy, his connection. Okay, if he's not speaking, then I'm going. So thank you for sharing, Shalom, and Yassi, good to see you. Well, I can't see you, but good to see that you're here and joined. I'm going to continue a little bit, even though Tzvi read it already. Similarly, if a person immerses his thoughts repeatedly, delicious. Similarly, if a person immerses his thoughts repeatedly and deeply in negative notions, negativity can begin to influence him against his will. Wow. So this is my thought. I don't know. I'm just gonna share what I think. I think any seminal discharge that does not end up in the right place is against the person's will. So it means even if a person officially is doing it on purpose, um, it's because he's overcome by temptation. He's overcome by desire. He's overcome by habits, whatever it is. And I think that it's always against his will. And I guess that's what we're saying. When a person immerses his thoughts repeatedly and deeply in negative notions, then the negativity could start. That means in the beginning it's all fun and games. It's like, yeah, oh, I'm getting high, I'm doing this stuff, it feels good, and whatever it is. And then before you know it, you can't control it. It just has a mind of its own, and then it feels like you don't have control over it. Let me ask you.
So I'm responding to that means basically now when you say something negative, officially you make yourself negative. You speak some negative. So if you one time Reb Zalman Rakson gave me a compliment, he gave me courage. He said, what do you feel down? You want to change the whole world. What do you feel down? Compared to what you want to accomplish, there's no down. So I can tell it to Shalom Schmalberg the same thing. What you want to accomplish by you thinking good, you make people alive. Some people had a baby now, he couldn't have a baby. The baby didn't come out. It came out good because you thought good about God. You believe it? And let's go in all the ways. Where you want to go? 50 years, 100 years from now, where you want to go? To God. So get to God now. Get them be with us now. Let them be. We'll talk about it until you're going to get sick of it. You're going to say, okay, Yoski, I heard you. Oh, Shalom, I heard you talk to him. No, it's me. I know. I'm your friend. I take care of you. That's the way today in the world is supposed to be. Always go, 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 go. We want to see go, 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 go. Continue going.
Thank you, Rabbi Yaskit. Reb Tzvi.
Yes, I think this idea that you indulge in negativity and then it becomes you and becomes hard, but nevertheless, you could still fix it. Whatever. I know for me, it's like the way I process my mistakes. You know, like it's obvious, like to my friends, those who know me, like the way I chew over the things I do wrong over and over again. And I was learning actually recently from the Sikha the Rebbe, where the Rebbe says no tshuva has like tshuva should not have with it a sense of regret and a sense of bitterness. Rather, it's really about a happy state of living. So I have to change the way I operate, and it's a big thing, you know, to change the way you operate because you're stuck in a habit of how you operate. So it's not an easy thing, but the Rebbe is telling us it could be done. Just, that's what I'm taking out of it. I don't know how much time I have, so wave a little bit. Oh wow. Yeah, I just I wanna have that knowledge from God, that knowledge that I'm doing the right thing. Because otherwise it's just complex. Like, am I doing the right thing? Taking it step by step, but how do you know if there's bigger and better options that are out there that you could be jumping on? What are those bigger and better options?
Thank you, Rabbi Tzvi.
Right, I'm
Shalom.
good. Rabbi, I think I'm gonna start talking here for a second quickly.
Oh,
Um,
Nachum Tali is working.
yes,
Go ahead.
yes. Now, can you please restart my time? I'm very frustrated right now. I
Yes,
um,
go ahead.
I've been this app like 20 times. I deleted apps. I have no more apps on my phone. It was a message from God that he doesn't want me on this Five Life because I restarted my phone. I don't know how I'm on right now, but I don't want to give my intelligence and influence of what the paragraph's saying. So whoever's next or after next could please I read it, but a lot of fancy words there, that could give me a summary of what it's saying, and then next turn I could hopefully give something good. And just what I thought of what I was just going through, like going back on this app back and forth and deleting so much things, I was frustrated. Now I'm Baruch Hashem, and I agree with that. Like if this was like 2 years ago, I'd probably throw my phone on the wall. But my question is there so much that someone could handle, Because if someone's frustrated, yeah, like 1 minute, 2 minutes, you could handle it. But is there a weight limit that if it just hits that, then he just it's not human no more. That's I mean in a way that is human that you just it's perfectly fine that you just can't handle that much, without just going through going on the app and deleting things, I was fine. But if it just takes more and more and more time, how do you? It's like a whole different level. So yeah, I'm just gonna let someone whoever's next. Shkaya.
Shalom. Go ahead.
Nechi. First of all, I said before the Islanders won. Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. Um, Also, just to answer what you're saying, I think that like there's there's a certain amount that comes from the outside, meaning we're given a certain amount of challenges, and then at a certain point, it's up to us to let's say a challenge comes our way, I can see it as a massive thing that's overtaking my life, or or I can have a positive attitude about it and not let feed into what the negativity is trying to do to me. And if I let it feed into me, then obviously it could just grow into it explodes. But I don't think there's ever a point where we're given challenges that are so tough that even without building off of it in our minds, we won't be able to face them. They're that big, It's it's a mind game more than anything. And if we could just keep that in mind, then we'll be able to take any challenge, even if it's crazy, just roll with it. Roll with it. Like I'm saying, I survived this far with a lot of challenges that came my way. I'm not I'm good. I see myself right now. I'm good. No need to panic and worry that the next challenge is gonna take me out. You know? Yeah.
Chaka wants to say hi. Chaka, say hi.
Hi, Michael.
Everybody's saying hi. Oh, there's Menachem. Okay, so some good words, some wise words. Yossi. Yossi. I'm surprised you haven't noticed something. You didn't comment about it yet. I'm waiting for you to comment about something. That's number one. Noichi, I'm very happy and proud that you persevered. And I like that you're blaming God for not for giving you problems, but you're not blaming him for getting you on right now because yeah, God's a sign from God that he doesn't want me to be on FiveAlive. I don't even know how I'm on it right now. So I think they're both from God. I don't know to challenge you, and then you could come and start a good conversation. Is there a limit to how much people can handle? It's an awesome question. I love that question. And we're actually still in the middle of reading Daily Wisdom, the last paragraph we haven't read yet. You want to say something? No. I think there is. I think everybody's got a limit. The question is, where is that limit? We say about Hashem that, for example, we say that a person, he could forgive many times, many, many times, but at a certain point, there's a limit. But a God doesn't have a limit. So I want to discuss that. It's good stuff. Rabbi Yaska.
Oh, very nice, no? Very nice, Sholem, also responding. You said compare 2 years ago, I would shut my phone. So yesterday I was playing, the Kugelach with my grandson, and I had to do 3 and 4, and I falling, and I didn't give up. I was going and falling, but they said me stop, do this. I said I continue doing, and you should know one thing. Why do continue doing? And like now, I see Sholem relaxing on his bed, and I was so happy for Sholem Schwarzberg is lying in bed because he's doing what God wants. It's crazy. So how do you know when to relax? Whatever you relax is good. When you think good, everything is about God. Let's go. What do you mean God? You recognize you're doing something. That's the only thing. You recognize you're doing something. You recognize you're doing something. That's it. It's crazy. To recognize when you're doing something, that's the whole creation. The whole world is going to recognize everybody when you're doing something. We are recognizing that you're doing something. That's it. So one of the things is I see sometimes a chair in my living room, and I think about the carpenter who made the chair when he's died already 100 years ago. And what does he feel about the chair? The relationship to the chair. It's so crazy. Whatever you do,
Reb Tzvi.
Yeah, so Noach, in response to your question, is there something a person can't handle? The answer is absolutely. If the app is not working, that's too much for a human being to handle. I think it's time to lose it. And that's my thoughts on the subject. End of story. Um, yeah. Aside from that, I woke up this morning and I couldn't get out of bed. I was just stuck. And I heard my kids saying brachas so beautifully. I still was stuck. And then I got up, I made it to shul. I heard Torah reading. And afterwards, I had to daven. But I kept thinking to myself while I was davening, like, if I would have gotten up earlier, I would have made it to minyan. I would have finished my davening. I would have had 2 more hours of my day to do something. I don't even know what that something is because I'm on vacation. But and my wife needed me to watch the kids today, so I'm home anyway. So I ended up davening nicely and calmly. But just it's interesting, like the racing thoughts of possibilities, and just wanting the clarity of what is it that I could accomplish right now that I have no idea about.
Thank you, Reb Tzvi. Shalom.
Um, yeah, let's see. You make an interesting point. It's like whenever I'm so busy, like there's so much things to do, and then when I'm bored, like what am I even supposed to do with myself? Like, bro, you were so busy before. You had so much stuff you wanted to do. Speaking to myself a little bit, yeah. I pass.
Right, Naftali.
Yes, so let's act fast. Yeah, so Shalom, we'll discuss it. Well, never mind. As a guest, so I know you're very busy, so school comes back May 1st, so I'm booking an appointment with you now. So if we're bringing about that, the whole upper carrying Hashem's part, so you have like 3 weeks now to like ask your wife and get everything ready to make those cookies. Um, yeah, and yeah, I really believe that there's like a limit, because like I like to answer that everybody has a limit, and obviously some have others, how they're born and how they work on themselves, but there is that limit. And yeah, say something like just on this note that like I had physiotherapy today with this arm, right? And this I felt like this guy, I could be wrong, but like while I was there, this guy like was hacking at China, $90 for like an hour, right? And 55 minutes of it, he's just asking me and telling me what I already know. So the first 5 minutes into the session, I knew right away I could have been like, not screw you, but I could have been like, oh, it's not for me or left. But like, I like again, if that was like even last year or 2 years ago, I would have done it. And like I wanted to do it, but I just waited out the whole session. I didn't show him my negative like part. I didn't like show him off, tell him off, and I just wait out the whole thing, and hopefully we're getting our money back, But like, yeah, I just didn't want to show him. I didn't want to make him feel bad, I hate doing that because I feel guilty for like 10 years. I mean, Kippur, forgiveness doesn't help, and oh, I'm can't wait to cut my hair next week. I'm very excited. Yep.
Wow. I'm also very excited for you to cut your hair next week. Um, um,
He could press pound 213. Pound 213.
the Alter Rebbe explains in Tanya about anger, and says how anger and explains about the anger compared to Avodah Zarah. My thought is like, why is Alter Rebbe telling me that? I'm saying, I'm sure it was, stated before the Alter Rebbe. Alter Rebbe probably quoting, not sure exactly what he's quoting, but basically, what's the point of saying that? Obviously, the point is because I could do something about it, and if I realize exactly what does it mean, the opposite, like why is anger compared to avodah zarah? Because by me getting angry at something, I know I'm thinking the only reason why I would get angry is because it's not from God. This is what the Alter was saying. And if I know that there is a God and that God's nature is do good, he only wants good, so then I wouldn't get angry. That means there is a certain sense of me thinking about God and it helping me to have more capacity. I shouldn't get angry.
Oh, I forgot to share with you something very special. I dreamt about the Rebbe last night. It was crazy. Like the Rebbe said to a group of people, "You are the shluchim." Something very positive. So I just, all of us speak. We don't even know. We don't have a problem. When you feel good, you don't have a problem. So what's the problem? So you have to have a problem to make a problem. I don't understand what. So if you feel good, yeah, so you won't have a problem. You want to have a problem. So I don't have a problem. So this my problem, but it's not a problem because we are trying to get the idea what we are here for, what we are doing over here. So I'm telling you, Noach, you changed, you built so good, Noach, you did with yourself. You don't even know. You're gonna go a lot bigger because it's consistent. Each time you push yourself a little bit, it doubles and triples. By you controlling yourself near the doctor, this guy, you didn't want to humiliate him. It should go back to you, and God is going to give you so much abundance of good stuff. And that's the way it goes. I don't know how you make it. You're pushing and pushing always. Noach, you're amazing. Sholem, I don't knock you. I felt say Sholem not because I want to give him a compliment. I say all the guys are pushing and pushing and pushing. Tzvi, a pleasure to be here.
Reb Tzvi, go ahead.
Rabbi, I really feel like your message hit a lot of targets over there. You said a lot of good things that I needed to hear. First of all, obviously I feel like I'm doing the best I could do in every given situation. God gives me 5 minutes. I say to myself, what can I do in these 5 minutes? Today I played with my kids. I had a good time with them because that's what I felt was the best I could do. And I really like what Rabbi Yaska said, like, I don't have a problem, so that's my problem. So what am I seeking a problem? Like, enjoy the mission that God gave me. I really enjoyed that advice. I really agree that Noach pushes himself very well. And it's an inspiration. As for that big question, and I like what Rabbi Yaska said, because then it told me what I need to do, Like, I want to conquer the world. I want to bring Mashiach, but really, in essence, I just have to work on myself. If this is what God's putting in front of me, is my own struggles, then that's probably what I should be working on, my own struggles. There's enough time to do Miftzayim. It's funny, I was actually recently talking to, I don't know how much time I have. I don't know if I get, depending on the time. Anyway, Mashiach should come right now, and Hashem should do what he needs to do. I would love to see.
Amen. Shalom. Shalom, you there?
Okay.
Shalom passes. No, yeah, Naftali, you're up.
Yeah, a lot. Yaska, like people that I like, they can make me smile very easily. Baruch Hashem, but like you, before you even say something, I already start smiling. You know, it's good. You know, it's good. Not so many people could do that. You know, Isaac could do that. See, people that hear Baruch Hashem could do that, but not everybody. Not everybody. Um, my request is if someone could please tell me what what we're learning, like what the topic is. I read it a couple of times. I get into the will influence. I get that, but like, what's it talking about? And what are we elaborating on it before like this gets wrapped up? I want to know what's happening so I can say something on it if I can. Um, what else? Yeah. Thank you very much for the compliments. Yeah, I don't. I think I see. No, people don't see if they grew or not, but like I think I'm gonna. It's not bad. I'll be like, I'm not gonna be biased. I'll be blunt and straight up. But like, yeah, I think I grew, but like not where I want to be, and like hope I'm gonna get there and get past that. You know, like like a couple weeks back or the past few months, past years, I see myself as like a real estate agent or working somewhere, you know. But like, I don't think that's it could be my path. That's the whole thing that me and Rabbi Currency talks about free will and free choice. But like, I think I'm gonna take a different path, you know. I like maybe I'll be on shluchas, you know, somewhere, and I'll be collecting money like everyone else does, you know, and hopefully get having Isaac supporting me, you know, with the money. Um, you know, like that's my thing. Also about FiveAlive, yeah, I was talking about with some friends a few days ago, and yeah.
I would like to hear that. I would like to hear that. By the way, I don't know why you went like this about your haircut, but basically, if you're getting all one number haircut, I can pay for it. And if you get one number all around, no problem. I'm paying for it. Anyways, a lot of juicy stuff going on here. And thank you. I have an issue that I do respond to everybody. Rabbi Yuska's been trying to get me to not respond to people for a long time. So far, I don't know how much success he's had, but so I'm still trying to figure out how to not respond to people. I'm going to read the last one. I'm going to try to use my time to explain what it says as best as I could. Unless the Torah offers a person suffering from non-seminal discharges the opportunity to regain ritual purity by offering up the appropriate sacrifice. The same applies to someone who has unfortunately overly immersed himself in negative ways of thinking. He must never despair of himself. Even if he feels that negativity is gaining the upper hand, he can always overcome it and reinstate his former innocence. Kedusha volume 37, pages 42 through 46. So what are we saying here? We're talking about, in the Chumash, it speaks about different halachas of when semen leaves a man's body. Yeah? That's what we're talking about. And we're saying that even... oh, no, not necessarily semen. It's any discharge. Sorry. Okay, Rabbi Yaska.
So I think he said a lot to, or not to feel down that that's what you did today when you were almost losing the up and then you had to come up in the video over here, and he said God even didn't want me to be here and I'm here. This is a very good comment. I think God loves it, and that's what the whole thing is about now. What you can't be, you're gonna be. And I feel so bad, everybody needs attention. Rabbi said, what is the FiveAlive? So some people, they have to know what the mission we want to do, certain things they want to speak up with subjects that bothers them. That's why a lot of people go off, because they don't get the attention what they want. They want to speak about their faces. Some people want to speak about the face. And you captured our attention because you did something that make us feel what's going on over here. So whew, thank God for this FiveAlive that we learn now. This is the idea. The idea is that you don't have a problem. We don't have a problem. That's crazy. And because we decide don't have a problem, we don't have a problem. That's what he says over here. So, wow, Moshiach now.
I love the last comment because that's something I started using 2 years ago with myself. Like if I'm God by, like when the Tillim chapter comes up, I say Tillim for the people that need, for Shlema, people that don't know they need. What does that mean? Like I tell people, people know they have problems. No, everybody has problems. But people know they have problems, and people that don't know they have problems, which they do, that's the problem, which they don't know they have a problem. So I tell people straight out that you have a problem. This is your problem. It's good. I don't know if that's what you're targeting, but it really took me on. So I have to say that. Yeah. So I was talking to some from because it's a break now with some old classmates, and these classmates are like in like London or they're in Australia, and we're talking about they're asking my daily schedule. So I'm like five, and then I put Five Live in there, and they're like, oh, they heard about this, so it gets me excited. Like yeah, everyone's saying that we are like the first generation that are starting this, but I'm waiting. Like next year, this should be launched everywhere, like every country. This should not every country, but like the main countries, this should be launched. Which rabbi is going to join it, but like even if it's going to turn out to fail, which probably not going to be, but like it should be launched. It should be advertised. Yes, I'm waiting. I want to hear the geschmack, the parts in this. Um, yeah, there's a lot. There's just everything. We're talking about so many good parts in this call, and Isaac, you started saying things off, but like I didn't really I'm saying whatever. Hopefully by your turn, maybe you could. I get the semen part, but like, yeah, I understand.
No, so I actually, because you're asking, so therefore I had to really look at it. And I realized that we're not talking about seminal discharge means when sperm comes out of you, but he's saying even non-seminal discharges. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about something that's not semen. Some other kind of something comes out, right? It's not semen, but it's some other kind of liquid. And it's not a willful thing, right? The person doesn't do that on purpose. It's just like something's coming out. I don't know. Well, you want me to give you examples? I don't know. An example, a piece of blood, some blood comes out. I don't know. I have no idea. Something's coming out. What's up, Shmuley? Good to see you. And I'm basically saying that it becomes defiled. It becomes tummy. And basically, the reason why is that if I did something by mistake or I didn't do it on purpose, so then why should I become tummy? And the answer is because we're speaking about when something happens not on purpose. It's because why is it? What's it caused by? It's caused by um, um, things that I took on that I did on purpose. I mean, because I did something on purpose, something else happens not on purpose. Kind of like a habit. So we were saying before, like if I start doing something, I start doing it on purpose. Then later on, I lose control, and then I start doing it, but not on purpose. Yes, yeah.
Faust, Buddha, good to see you. Came to my mind the idea. People don't know the value. I think whoever comes in, you should put a quarter or $1 if they come to FiveAlive. So you don't go for free. There's going to be a website. You want to be FiveAlive? Join. Okay. Minimum is a quarter. So put a quarter. There's be a way to put a quarter or $1 because then you appreciate it. I think sometime I will put a $50 or $100. You want to put so much money. Some people 1,000 because what you're speaking is worth. You have to make it worth everything. Shmuel Biula, good to see you. Biula. Oh, I don't know what's your conclusion of the world, Biula. Shmuel. If you know what's going on, I think you got to know God personally, or you invented a new God, or you want to, you inaugurated the Lubavitcher Rebbe as the Melech HaMoshiach. Tell me exactly, Beulah, what's going on, Shmuley. You should know it's worth it. The Rebbe is the best. It takes all the philosophies, make it reality. Whatever you think, the Rebbe validates. I'm telling you. Every thought, every sick thing you think, the Lubavitcher Rebbe said it. And he validates it. So it's nice. So good to see you.
Shalom.
Um, Hi, Shmuley. It's good to see you. Um, yeah, I was just thinking before about like God, like we're speaking about him for such like what's our goal basically? Like what are we trying to accomplish? I mean, I still do the same crap. Like I'm obviously working on it, but like, what's the advantage of having God in mind while doing it? If at the end of the day, like I still want to become a better person, like regardless of whether God is involved or not. Like even if there was no God, like in my head, I still want to become better because just for personal gain or for not personal gain, whatever it is, but like I still want to like see results. And the only way to see that, like it's not only with God because there's people that do it without God. There's people that accomplish major things and achieve happiness without God. And I'm sure like, like the vast majority of people that don't live with God, like have their fair share of issues that, and they're very unhappy with it. But like, what's God adding to my life? Forget about real or not. Like, let's just say there's a God, but like, even if there is, why do I have to be so like so aware and so like so much thinking about him?
Shmuel. Shmuel Beulah.
Hey, sorry, I'll pass for now.
Is that my cue? Okay. Back to Isaac's question. I'm not getting. I think I'm getting the same number of size. I'm not sure, but yes, there will be hair crossing my forehead line. I still do not call that a chip. Obviously will be. Oh, it's called short hair. It's not going to be like the Mashiach haircuts, but like there's going to be hair crossing that. I'm just saying. And what Jessica said also 2 rounds ago. I don't know. I'm just getting like short-term memory loss. I'm just trying to. I'm saying. Yeah, FiveAlive should definitely be charged, and we should get more time. It should be for Bison. Um, I always believe from Mashiach that he will come, yes, but not now, not next year, not yesterday. I think he's gonna come by the year 6,000 in like 220 years, about 221. I don't know, something like that to be exact. Shalom Schwartzberg, cut the crap, man. You just yeah. I'm saying Shalom, you changed as a person to good way, 100%. Like I think from last year and this year. This is comments by the way, so smile. There it is. Um, and no, I'm saying like just to answer you, like I just the way you're talking, like I'm not trying to make you feel better, just like but like yeah, I try exactly. Keep trying, like push, push, push. Like too short, doesn't he just push it? He doesn't stop pushing. See, he just goes all, what I'm saying? So Isaac and Yasuke, me, I can't get on the elite level yet. I don't know how you're doing it. Bila, it's good to see you. Guys, I'm only talking so fast because I don't know how much time I have left. And I have a lot to talk about, and I can't even answer what I'm saying? Like, I want to give over what I learned, but
It's like overwhelmed with goodness. I love it. It's a good thing. Shalom, I think that's an awesome question to ask yourself. I think I'm going to ask myself that question too. What is God adding in my life? I like that question. What is God adding in my life? I mean, besides for everything, besides for everything. But to ask that question, that's a phenomenal thing. Imagine a person living his life like, me, living my life, my whole life without asking that question. That's no good. That's a good question. What is God adding in my life? Good. I like it. The other part of it, I mean, I don't know if I have an answer to or even want to have an answer to. What do I need God? I mean, I think that if I look at my experience in the past 10 minutes, in the past hour, in the past day, in the past month, I'll see plenty of it. That's my thoughts. So what's the point of me here? Last two lines in this daily wisdom here. He says, he must never despair of himself. Even if he feels that negativity is gaining the upper hand, he can always overcome it and reinstate his former innocence. Rabbi Yaska.
So I will say something very special. The right way, we don't think about God. When you do exercise, you don't think about God. The opposite, the whole idea of God, not to think about Him. The people think, they don't think, I want to be good, I don't think about God. They think about God the most. They don't say they do God. They think about power, they think about this, they think we're not allowed to think about God because it automatically does whatever we want. So the trick is not to think about God. Now do everything we want. Yeah, go for it. Do everything we want. That's the idea of this. Do whatever you want. Yeah, do whatever you want. See that you do whatever you want. You understand? See, then you're gonna say, hey, what I wanna do? Do I want to do? So you want to do because of this? Basically, the whole idea what we do, or we talk about God, is to balance ourselves, to know what you want to do. It's not against nothing. I don't. The opposite. You're not allowed to think about God. Tanya says once a week you have to think calculations with God. We make a brocha. You say brocha to Hashem ber pi. You have to eat juicy, baby. You have to love it what you eat. Enjoy more than the people who don't make a brocha. Because you know it's God gave you. He give you a kiss with the.
Shalom.
I have another turn. Thank you, Noach. I know it wasn't a compliment, but thank you. I appreciate it. I see the change in myself also, but like I know for myself there is a difference if I think about God or not, but like I also feel like it's overbearing at times because it's like I mean the way I think is that if I think about something, I'm like thinking about it all the time. And it's like if I'm thinking about God, then it's like either he's there, like either he's in my head or he's not in my head. I can't like like do the whatever once a week thing or this or like it's like it becomes part of my thought processes. Like in anything I do, like I'll be asking myself, like, is this what I'm trying to like, is this part of my relationship with God, or is this like just me trying to like do my own thing, run on my own course? And I don't like that. I don't like having that on my mind all the time. I sort of like just, we discussed this, like being free, like basically without God. But like then we said, like if you're listening to God, then you're more free than ever. Like even though it seems limiting, you're actually more unlimited than ever. But I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel that way.
Thank
But I
you.
also know yeah.
Shmuel Beulah, one more round. Go ahead. Last shot.
Okay, perfect. So on what Noah said, yes, like I learned this in Isaac's class, which is surprising because not too many things. No offense, Isaac, I haven't remembered much of anything from your class. It's nice to learn it, but it's nothing sticks with me very much, other than as much as I thought until now when I realized that what Noah said it's not going to come for another 220 years. Yes, it will come then, but it can come earlier if wanted by everyone or the right people, which is everyone, whatever. But yeah, I think it's really. I read it before the Daily Wisdom. It was really cool, and it it works with everything. Yeah, if you could, for example, over Sukkot, I was sleeping all day and staying up all night, and I realized how horrible it was for me. And I tried it. I tried to stop it. I tried to stay up all day to stop that process and then fall asleep at night and get back into the right system. And I failed the first time. And when I tried it again, like a day later, that's when I finally pushed through. But having to fail, everyone. I mean, I'm sure everyone's heard it. In order to rise, you must fall first. So that's the idea of it. And that is it. Thank you very much. Nice to see everyone.
Thank you very much. Mashiach now, everybody. See you tomorrow. If anybody wants to suggest the time, post the time that you would prefer.
This time's good, like the past hour, well,